I transformed my boring guest room into this magical woodland nursery for my daughter. Here's how. My husband focused on the base coat while I worked on the doors. For these, I wanted them to feel like an old treehouse in the woods, so I freehand painted on some boards, giving them some natural wood knots, uneven lines, and rusty nails. This is the main door result, and this is the closet. I love them. For the ceiling, I painted clouds on by sticking a sponge to a meter stick and then just kind of dabbing the ceiling. I didn't want to be going up and down a ladder, and this technique did work out pretty well. I do wish that they could be a bit more detailed, but my sponge was holding on for dear life by the end, and safety first, I didn't want to be on a ladder. Next was the main cloud, which would double as the main light in the room. For this, I just took a paper lantern and basically glued on polyfill, zhuzhing it up as I went until it looked cloud-like. We used a basic IKEA fixture to hang the lantern on when it was done, and we also got some colored bulbs for the light, which I just think is so fun. I love it so much. The biggest project in the nursery was painting the trees. I ended up doing two, one as a mural piece to frame baby's crib, which is this one, and the other on the opposite wall doubles as a bookshelf. These were mostly done freehand, and it was so fun to just go wild and paint on the wall, to be honest. I had a general idea of the shape going into it, and also knew I wanted a big hole in the trunk because I could just imagine a little forest creature making it their home. The second tree needed a bit more planning because the shelves had to look like they were part of the tree, so I mapped out the placement and then painted the tree to the right size and generally matched the vibe of the first tree, and then added shelves. And just like that, the main elements were complete and it was time for cleanup and final touches. My husband and I set up baby's crib, and after that was done, I placed some decals on the walls to bring everything together. We also hung the curtains. I went with these because when the light shines through, there's little stars. How cute. I also got these adorable bear curtain ties, this super cute wood bear to hang over the main door, and finally I decided to carve mine and my husband's initials as well as baby's into the main tree. And I'm just so happy with how it looks. I think it's so cute. And here's the final result. I'm so happy with how this turned out. The whole thing took about 4 months to complete, getting done slower and slower as my pregnancy progressed. But I'm proud of it, and I can't wait to welcome baby home. I have other videos on my page where I go into more depth for each step, so check them out if you'd like. I also just DIY a lot of stuff in general, so if that's kind of your vibe, let's hang out, let's be friends. Give me a follow. I'm curious what your favorite part of the nursery is. For me, I think it's the details, like the carved wood. I think it's just a little nice added detail that is just so cute. Or is there anything that you would change about the nursery? Is there anything that you think is an eyesore or something? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.